part of this was really at his voter base, just 2.5 weeks before the presidential elections, as you said, which Vladimir Putin is almost certain to win. Part of this was really promises, really rhetoric about doubling the amount of investment in health, doubling the amount of investment in roads, halving the poverty rate by 2024, which, if he's elected, will be the end, at least legally, of his next term. So really, these measures, these promises aimed at people in the poorer areas of Russia who are more certain of voting for Vladimir Putin than those perhaps in Moscow or St. Petersburg, the larger cities. But one thing that would have pleased many people in Russia, not only those in the regions, but particularly were his comments, his very hard comments about the military. If part of this speech, 66% of it, two-thirds of it, was about poverty, education and health, a good third of it was about new military weapons, with videos showing strategic nuclear missiles that could evade anti-missile systems. And Vladimir Putin really had some very strong words for the US there. Now, he's been in power a very long time, 18 years as president and prime minister, and he remembers telling the US back in 2002 that they shouldn't withdraw from the from the missile ban treaty. And at the very end, very, very close to the end of his speech, he said, presumably to the US, "You didn't listen to us then, listen to us now."
We've been talking about the elections, and you said that he was very much addressing the electorate in that speech. But of course, we know that Putin pretty much has the vote in the bag. Was there anything for the international community there, especially that segment about Syria?
There really wasn't so much. This was a domestic speech, except for that part about the military, which very new parts of the military, including a new airplane called the Su-57, has just been sent to Syria for trials, active trials on the ground there as part of the military. I mean, this can certainly be seen, this part of the speech on the military, on these new weapons, strategic nuclear weapons, no less. It can certainly be seen as a threat, although Vladimir Putin did step back after receiving rousing applause for these sections on how the missiles worked and explaining why they were good for the fatherland, and saying that we're still open to talk, we're an open country, we're open to talking to the West, to Europe, and to the US. But there's absolutely no doubt this was for the local electorate. They would have lapped up the stuff about the weapons. They would have liked and appreciated the stuff about the economy, because they know on the ground how small their salaries are and how difficult it is for day-to-day living as prices continue to increase, and they find it difficult to get by.